Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's session in that we have to see BIM technologies for the future generation. My name is Kushi Pendari. I'm delegated to guide you through this session. What we will explore about the BIM tools, just like Revit, ArchiCAD, AutoCAD, coordination workflows, Navis work like that. So we will be discuss this in that session for the modern architecture. Like whether you are a student or practicing an architect or a construction professional, this session will helpful you to understand what is the BIM or what is the BIM technology that we have to be used for our new generation. So now we have to be seen about what is the agenda for our what is the agenda for our webinar is about what kind of points that we have to be seen in that. First of all, it is about the introduction to BIM, like what is the BIM or what are the types of things that we have to be seen on BIM. After that, what are the importance of BIM in architecture? Like what kind of points are important in a BIM architecture? Then key BIM software, like which softwares that are used for the BIM technologies that we have to be seen. After that, Revit in architectural design, like why Revit is used in architectural design, or what is the use of Revit in architecture design. Then ArchiCAD in architectural design, like what are the uses of architectural or structural field for that BIM software. After that, BIM workflow life cycle, like what kind of workflow life cycle that we have to be used in BIM. Then what are the challenges and best practices of it, like which kind of challenges that we have to be face in that, and so how we can minimize these challenges, so that we have to be seen in that. Next, first of all, we have to be seen about the introduction to BIM, like what kind of introductory parts that we have to be seen in that. Let's start with the basics, like exactly what is BIM. BIM stands for Building Information Modeling, that it represents both the process and a technology. It is a digital representation of a physical and functional characteristics of the facility. In other words, a smart 3D model enriched with the data about every element of a building. Unlike traditional 2D drawings, BIM models can include the geometry, metadata, material, schedules, and a cost information all in a one place. So that we have to be seen in that session. Next one is about the basic definition of BIM, like what is BIM or why it is used. BIM is Building Information Modeling. It is a digital process that involves creating as well as managing information about a building or an infrastructure project throughout its entire life cycle, like from design and construction to operation and maintenance. It is not just a 3D model, it is just a intelligent data rich representation that combines geometry as well as the spatial relationship, quantities, and the properties of a building components. So that first of all, we have to be seen what is the core idea behind it, like why it is used. BIM is integrates design, documentation, and collaboration into a single workflow. Like every element in a BIM that we have to be used in that is all about whether it is just a window, wall, door, HVAC, or anything that carries a data. This allow architects, engineers, and the contractors to work together on a coordinated and a consistent digital model. So that will be reduce the errors as well as improving the efficiency of our model. So that we have to be seen. So first of all, we have to be seeing what are the key features of it. First of all, it is a 3D visualization, like it provides a realistic data-driven models that improves uh, design, understanding, and a client communication. After that, information management. Each component has embedded information like material, dimensions, cost, or any kind of data that we have to be seen. We can manage the information of different materials, workers, dimensions, and everything that we had to be done in that. Next one is about the coordination and collaboration. Different disciplines like architecture, structure, MEP can work together on a same model and detecting the clashes before the construction occurs. After that, life cycle integration like BIM continuous the design modeling. It supports the construction management, facility maintenance, and even a renovation planning. After that, data driven decision, it enables the accurate quantity takeoffs, cost estimation, energy simulation, and the performance analysis. So that are the key features that BIM gives us, like what kind of things that we have to be seen in that is that. Next one is about the importance of BIM, like why BIM is important. So basically BIM enhances the 3D visualization. It improves the collaboration, it detects the clashes early, and it supports the sustainability and ensure the accurate documentation. These intelligent elements in the make designs, updates, and the modifications seamlessly that will ensure that all the drawings can remain consistent and coordinated. After that, it has also been used in a multidisciplinary collaboration, which Revit supports architecture, structure, and MEP for design all within just in a one environment. Like because of the Revit, we can use it for multidisciplinary options, and parametric modeling is occurs in it, such as like suppose the team can be work in it in just a single model, and all can be do Revit technology that we have to be used in a single model uh, uh, that is happened just because of the work sharing and the beyond 360 modeling. So in that, what happens that if you are doing as an architecture, you can share your work with the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and a structural engineer, and they can work on it without any conflicts or anything that which occurs. So it is very beneficial for the people who are working together in a single model, as well as it has a more beneficial things just as automatic documentation, like even 2D drawings, like from the plans and the section to schedules and details is automatically generated in a 2D plan. If you update in a model, it will be associated to all the views, and it will give you a seamless design works that are applicable to all over the work in your model, and it will give you a very good results, because suppose you are deleting some walls or doors or anything from one view, it will be automatically updated to all other views, and it has so many benefits of it for the drawings. After that, it has give you a very good visualization and rendering. Revit includes a powerful visualization tools that allows architectures produce a realistic 3D renderings, walkthroughs, and the animation directly through this software. Then suppose Revit can give you a very good uh, animation walkthroughs and a 3D modeling in just a single model. Just like suppose you are doing a job, you are doing a building or a project, and you want to visualize it, what kind of things are happening in the inside of the house. You can do a walkthrough of that building, and you will get the information about the things that are happening in inside, such as a furniture or any kind of things. So because of the walkthrough, it will be occurs, as well as rendering give you a realistic effect of the home or a building, that will gives you a visual good visualization of the structure. Then analysis and simulation means it can also good in analysis of a structure, like it can be analyze the building very efficiently and very precisely, the way it was energy analysis and performance evaluation, daylight and solar studies, structure integrity checks. Like Revit, suppose the various buildings analysis. Like various in Revit, what we will do? There are so many kind of analysis can be done, such as suppose solar study or sun analysis. You can do means what? If you are making a solar study of the structure, like which kind of sunlights are occurs on our structure, like a natural lighting, you can get information from that, as well as energy analysis. Energy analysis is what? Suppose you are doing making a structure, you have to be analyze the energy. You have to analyze the model the way it was, and so this is very beneficial for the people who are working on environmental impact assessment. It is useful for them. After the structure integrity checks means what? If you are doing a structural design means you are adding a reinforcement or a building detailing to the structure, and after that at the end of the building, the loads are applicable to the structure, as well as the things that are loads or some kind of any kind of things that are you have to apply on a structure. And after that you have to analyze it, means how the structure behaves after applying the loads, after application of the reinforcement or the retailing in the structure. Then you can analyze it by integrated checks from Revit structure. After that, integration with the BIM 360 means Revit can seamlessly connect with the Autodesk BIM 360. It is a cloud-based collaboration platform that enables the distributed terms to work in a shared model in a real-time data. It ensures that everyone has access to the latest version of the model, and it improves the temporary as well as the reducing the coordination delays. Like, what is the core idea behind it? If I open a Revit model, I will notice that how elements like walls, doors, windows are intelligent object, not just like a lines. If you are modifying the one view, Revit will automatically update to all other associated views, like plan, innovation, schedules. Means suppose I'm doing a structure and I have to add one partition wall to a building, and I'm adding it in a line plan. Means the floor plan in a level, in a single level I added it, and I just put it in a plan, and after that automatically it will be get updated in the elevations, in the sections, in the plan views, in the schedules. Means suppose you are making a schedule of a wall, like how much bricks are required for the structures, and if you are adding another wall to a plan, it will automatically calculate the schedules of that elements in your structure. So it is just a seamless work. It is so it has known as a parametric modeling. Parametric modeling means the name indicates is that it allows to create a 3D building models of each components, and the intelligent elements make designs, updates and modifications seamlessly, ensuring all the drawings. Means that what it is does, like suppose you're doing a building and you are updating one thing in a plan, and it will be automatically updated to all over the structure. So this is basically a thing that is happening in a Revit. Next one we have to be seen is about the ArchiCAD in a architecture. ArchiCAD, now let's look at the ArchiCAD. It is developed by the Graphisoft. ArchiCAD is often appreciated by architects for its intuitive interference from and focus on the design freedom. Its real-time rendering and visualization tools, energy analysis and sustainability features. It has give you a teamwork functions that are multiple tasks like architecture, and who can work on a same model simultaneously. Supports for the BIM standards and enabling the interoperability between the softwares. ArchiCAD developed by the Graphisoft, it is one of the most pioneering and a most architect-friendly building information modeling BIM software that tools in AFC industry. It was first BIM software that introduced for personal computers, and since its launch, it has set one standard for the in situ modeling, as well as for the design freedom and the collaboration workflows. ArchiCAD enables the architect to design, document, visualize, and coordinate a project within a single integrated platform. Its user interface combined the powerful modeling and rendering capabilities make a perfect choice of the architects who values the design creativity and technical precision. So ArchiCAD is one of the architectural based software that was basically that was developed by the Graphisoft. So what is the main use of it? It has used for the 3D modeling, just like Revit we are using for the 3D modeling for the visualizations, and it has one of the most benefit is about the intuitive 3D modeling. Means what? ArchiCAD offers a smooth and interactive 3D modeling experience that allows architect to conceptualize ideas quickly. Means what? For the architectures, it gives a idea that will be analyze the structure and gives a basic idea of our structure. After that, it designs can freely create a complex forms, organic shapes, and detailed structures using parametric building. like walls, slabs, roofs, and the doors, all dynamically linked across the 2D and the 3D views. What you draw and what you build, it's instantly and intuitively. ArchiCAD can allow us for the teamwork and the collaboration. One of the ArchiCAD's most powerful features is about the teamwork. So, as we all know that if we are doing a big job or if you are working on a large projects, you need to analyze it. Like you have to do a teamwork in that model. So, ArchiCAD is basically give you a best teamwork and the collaboration formatting in that. So it has powered by the BIM cloud, which allows multiple users, architects, designers, contractors, engineers, to work on a single model simultaneously on the same project from the different locations in a real-time world. So it changes made by one of the members is instantly visualized to others, and it is a seamless work. Suppose I am doing a work and I had changed one thing in a plan, it will be automatically updated to someone else who is doing on a same project. So this is basically a good thing that we have to be do in that, because all we are know that if the people are working on a team are at different locations, so every time we have to be seeing a snapshot of or the what kind of work I done every time sending a file. So that will all not required in that. If you are just automatically updated, it will be seamlessly updated to another if you are sharing the model with them. So this is basically a main idea behind it. After that, OpenBIM and interoperability. ArchiCAD strongly supports OpenBIM standards using IFC, like industry foundation classes, and the BCF. This ensures the smooth interoperability with other BIM tools like Revit, Tekla, Naviswork, and making ArchiCAD suitable for the multidisciplinary project. This one approach promotes freedom of a choice and better integration between the architects, engineers, and the contractors. It has a good visualization and real-time rendering. ArchiCAD includes a client render and a build to rendering engine developed by the Maxon, which produces the photorealistic images and the animations directly through the model. After that, energy evolution and sustainability tools. ArchiCAD goes beyond the modeling. It supports energy efficient analysis right within the software, and the star model that allows users to assess the building performance, simulate energy, and have a good use of it. We have to be seen the advantage of ArchiCAD. It has easy to learn and architect friendly interface. Means if you are learning the ArchiCAD, it will be give you a very beneficial things. It will be easy to understand, and most of the time, what happens if the user interface is difficult or there are lots of things in that you can't understand it. So because of the ArchiCAD, you will be understand the things that are happening in that model, or how to edit it or how to modify it, that we have to be seen. Next one is about the BIM coordination workflows. BIM coordination workflows is once an architecture model can ready, the next step is coordination. Means what? Coordination between the model. So it ensuring all the structural architecture MEP models that aligns perfectly. Means coordination coordination can working on, like if suppose you are using a Navis work or a BIM 360 for the model integration, it performing a clash detection and resolving the conflicts between the people early. It gives a regular real-time model reviews and maintain the data integrity between the things. In any building or a project, coordination between the different disciplines like architectural, structure, and the MEP is critical to ensure that all the systems can work together seamlessly. In a traditional 2D methods, that is not possible for the people of if you are using the heavy softwares. It was they are doing a manual overlaying between the drawings, and which will be often lead to the errors, clash detections, and rework during the construction. But if you are using a BIM, it resolution the process by all the disciplines to the coordinate in a single shared digital environment where every component is a part of integrated and data driven model. So it is very useful for the people who are using this. Like simply coordination workflows is the thing that you are using in a BIM software, which was easy to carry or easy to maintain, the things that are working in a single model. So most of the things that are happening in BIM coordination workflows is combined, reviewed, and synchronized between the people. BIM coordination is about a building is digitally first to avoid mix physically later. So each discipline in the architecture, structure, and MEP develops their own BIM model, and these models can link and feature to a single compressive model, and tools like Naviswork BIM 360. It integrated models allows all users to view it together for holistic analysis. Clash detections is one of the most valuable aspects of the BIM coordination. The combined model is analyzed to verify the spatial relationship between the people uh, who are working together. After that, issue tracking and resolution. Once the clashes and inconsistency are dedicated, they are documented and assigned to relevant loan members to the issue tracking system within a Beyond 360 or a similar platform that design terms that make corrective and their respective models and model review and the validation. Regular model review meetings are concluded to ensure the design intent and technical accuracy. Each updated model is validated for the geometry, data integrity, and others beyond standards. This interactive process continues until the featured model can be clash free and coordinated. So tools commonly used in a BIM coordination. So first of all, uses Autodesk Naviswork. Naviswork is one of the best component for the coordination workflows. Means it gives a clash detection. Basically, the main use of Naviswork is about the detection of clashes that are occurring in a model. Like suppose you are doing a model and that some clashes are happening in a structure. Suppose I'm making a structural model and the beam is across is the duct. So that is the main clash that occurs in it. Suppose you are doing structural and known and MEP was known that how it works. So by that the clash detections occurs in a structure. So in MEP, sorry, in Naviswork, it works as a clash detector. It detects the clashes and it will figure it out what kind of clashes are happening in a structure. After that, beyond 360, it is a cloud-based collaboration version model, as well as issue tracking for the structures. Then model checker, quality assurance, or the quality checkers are used to this. Then what are the benefits of BIM? First one is early clash detection, means it identifies the design conflicts before the construction occurs. Means suppose what if you are doing a construction and you know that kind of clashes are occurring on a building, so it is very hard to minimize it, and it gives a loss of the materials, workers, as well as the time for the people who are working on a project. But before construction a project, you will get understand that which kind of clashes are occurring in a structure. Then it will be easy to you to understand how to minimize it, or what kind of things that we have to be done to minimize that clashes. So this is a basically a good thing for the people who get understand about the clash detection before the construction occurs actually on the site. Then it will reduce the rework, like it saves the time and the cost by preventing on-site modifications. It improves the communication. It keeps all the stakeholders updated in a single time. And suppose people are working on different domain in a same model, then it will give you a idea for the things that are happening on a structure. Then a higher project accuracy, it maintains the consistency and reliability of the information in a single time. It has a efficient construction planning. It enables the 4D scheduling and process visualizations. Next one is about the BRM workflow life cycle. So BRM workflow life cycle, it represents the entire journey of a building project, like from a basic idea like paper to its long-term operation and maintenance. Means suppose from planning stage to maintenance stage, it will show you all the stages of the work in a single element. Unlike traditional design needs to know the each phase, like after building information, after modeling, then what. So BIM connects the dots from the concept to construction and beyond. So there are main 5 key stages of the BIM workflow life cycle. First one is about the conceptual design. Means what? This is the idea or the planning stage where team can explore the idea about the project. Suppose different types of people are working on the same project, so everyone has very different ideas. Your client has a very kind of different requirements for the project, and then people can work together, and designs ideas can be generated in that stage. So at this stage is a data input is minimal, but the foundation for the BIM model begins from that stage. So early 3D conception modeling is done in that. Feasibility and site analysis can be done that. Basic volume and the area calculations are in done that. And initial visualizations for the client representations can be done in that. So tools that are used for the BIM workflow lifecycle for like SketchUp, Revit conceptual massing, or ArchiCAD conceptual design can be used. Next one is about the design development. Once the concept is approved, means suppose the concept or the idea is approved by the people who are working on that model, it refined with the more detail and accuracy. Like architects can define the geometry, materials, structures, system, buildings, the model into a more precise digital information into a single project. So detailed architecture model can be done in that. Integration with the structural MEP models can be done. Energy analysis and the design optimization. Regular coordination and the class checkings. Next one is about the construction documentation. At this stage, the BIM model serves the source of all the construction drawings and the specification. Because BIM is a data driven, every 2D drawing, plan, section, elevation is generated automatically from the 3D model. It will ensure the accuracy and consistency of a drawing. So what are the key activities of it? It generating a detailed drawing and the schedules, it annotating and dimensioning design components, it preparing the quality takeoffs and the estimation, it ensuring all the documentation is up to the date with the model revisions. Next one is about the construction and the coordination. During the construction, the BIM model can work as a central model for the contractors and the project managers. It helps to track the progresses, identify conflicts, and visualize sequencing of the BIM. And last one is about the operation and maintenance. Once the building is completed, the BIM model can evolve into a digital twin. And the key activities are done in that the facility management, maintenance and tracking, updates, space visualization, and the future innovation and expansion can be done in that. So what are the benefits of BIM life cycle? It's about ensure the data consistently throughout all the project phases. It reduces the design errors and improves the coordination of work. It seamless the communication and documentation. It enhances the construction efficiency and cost control. It enables the sustainable and long-term asset management. Last one is about the challenges and best practices of it. As we all know that everything has been challenges for every technology. So challenges that are faced is about data interoperability and the file management. Like one is the biggest challenge in BIM is data interoperability, or simply getting a different software platform to talk with each other smoothly. For example, like instance, an architect working on ArchiCAD may export a model into IFC format for a structural engineer using Revit. If not managed carefully, some parameters like materials levels might be translated perfectly and leading to inconsistency. Then next one is about the skill gap. Like suppose another major issue is skill gap. Not everyone is design and construction industry is fully trained by the BIM. So we have to be continuous learning is the key component for this or the solution for it. High cost softwares. If you are purchasing a software like heavy softwares like SketchUp, Revit, or any kind of Navy's work, you have to pay higher. So for that, firms can explore the subscription based on licensing models. For that, clear VIM execution plan means you have to be get clear about the things that we have to be done in that, or regular trainings have to be given to the people who are working on a model. And last one is about the conclusion. So that so which kind of point that we have seen in that we have to be summarize it. First, we saw the BIM transform the architecture process, like moving beyond the traditional methods to new modern architecture method, how BIM can work. After that, we see different kinds of BIM software tools like Revit, ArchiCAD, or Navis work. This how the how that softwares are working with new technologies to the architects, contractors, and the engineers by the new things. And after that, we have to see how the coordination improves the project, like coordination between the people among them. Suppose like planning stage, maintenance stage, operation stage, how the people can work in a different stages that we have to be seen. And last one, we have to be seeing like what kind of challenges are faced by the people in BIM, or how the BIM software tools, the challenges are faced by the people that we have to be seen. Like in that session, we see how BIM is used by the modern architecture. What are the uses of it, what are the importance of that technologies in a modern architecture era, because in traditional methods that we have to be use some traditional softwares like AutoCAD 2D, or we are making a elevation section, but because of new technologies and the BIM, we can modify the tools very efficiently and use that data very precisely. Coordination between the things, collaboration, that all these things are happening just because of the BIM modern technologies. So it is more beneficial for the future generation that people are going to be used, because if you are using a traditional method, it will be becomes lengthy process to all the people who are working in that stages. But if you are using a new technologies, it benefit to people who are working. So this is how that we had to be seen. So this is inquiry. If you have any doubt, you can contact that number or scan that QR code. So this is how that we have to be seen in that session. Thank you.